man, and we're off to a good start here on WWE Raw on January 20, 2025. And we start off with a segment between Jey Uso and Gunther, a segment that I was very impressed with. And I'll explain to you why this segment was effective and why this has hyped me up for the main event of Saturday night main event this Saturday, which I will be reviewing. And I'll tell you why I was very impressed with this segment, despite the fact that I was never a big fan of Jey Uso. In fact, I found the entire time Jey Uso teamed up with his brother Jimmy Uso, I found it boring. Can't remember a single moment of entertainment that I found from this tag team, even though they've been around for about almost 20 years here in the WWE. I found this tag team boring, and I said, just as I said on the premiere review of Raw, which you can find on my channel, I said that the whole bloodline, especially Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso, lack depth. However, it seems that Jey Uso and WWE have done something about that. Because main event Jey Uso, he does have some depth in his character. He came out with some snap in his step and some snap in his voice. And he seems to be portraying a character with depth, with nuance, and even some doubt. And this segment is a perfect example of crossing the fourth wall, flirting with the fourth wall. If you're not familiar with the term fourth wall, it means bringing reality or hinting at reality in a fictional product. For example, Jey Uso, booking him as a main event player. Is he really deserving to be in the main event? I honestly don't think if I ranked every WWE superstar from 1 to 100, I don't even think that Jey Uso would be in the top 20 superstars I would pick. However, he may just be in the top 20 superstars after watching this promo between Jey Uso and Gunther. And it wasn't just Jey Uso, it was the whole booking. And this promo was a perfect example of how sometimes clashing personalities and clashing styles can bring out the best, not just in the performer, but in the performer's opponent. I feel like Gunther is the perfect antithesis of Jey Uso. And Michael Cole did a very good commentary here, which gets me into this feud and hyped up for the Saturday night's main event. Let me repeat what Michael Cole said. So Jey Uso comes out to the ring and is quickly interrupted by Gunther in like less than 10 seconds. Michael Cole says as Gunther's entering the ring, Michael Cole said as Gunther was entering the ring that Gunther believes that this is a sport and he takes issue with the entertainment side of it. And clearly he's referring to the fact that Jey Uso came out partying to that Yeet music with sunglasses and a bright colored outfit on, just partying like it's a nightclub. And the contrasting style with Gunther coming out in his suit and that stern, serious look of Gunther, that stern, serious, intimidating look that Gunther holds himself as a world-class heel in WWE. These are two contrasting styles, two contrasting presentations, and this contrasting style, which brings out the best in both men. It makes Gunther look even more intimidating as a heel, but it makes Jey Uso look like he's got something to stand for. Like he's not just presenting himself as this kind of party main event guy who's kind of booked almost like a rap star slash WWE wrestler. These are two contrasting styles. However, despite their contrasting styles, Jey Uso reiterates he don't have a problem with Gunther's perception of him. In fact, Jey Uso embraces the criticism of Gunther here, and that humility, that vulnerability adds some depth to Jey Uso's character. And now I'm really hyped for this match, despite the fact I never would have thought I would be hyped for a Jey Uso match ever. But main event Jey Uso is clearly a different character from that tag team. But Gunther keeps taunting Jey Uso with that history as a tag team. And I thought this was brilliant because that history, I mean, people got to know that history, being in that tag team, that was boring. Even WWE knows that. And WWE knows that when you're in a tag team, with very rare exceptions. This is a two-man power trip with Stone Cold Steve Austin and Triple H. When you're booked as a tag team wrestler, you're booked to be in the lower card, or you might be booked as a mid card wrestler at best. And when you get out of that lower card or mid card, then you might be booked in the high card. Then you might be booked in the main event. So it was brilliant, brilliant storytelling to add some truth, an element of truth to this feud and making this feud feel real and based on reality. And I really felt the writing in this segment was fantastic. And overall, I'm very happy with the storytelling, the writing between CM Punk and Seth Rollins, between Gunther and Jey Uso here. The writing in Netflix and Raw, overall, it's been pretty damn good and pretty high quality. And this segment was an excellent segment to show another side of Jey Uso, and another excellent segment that makes me and you hyped for the Saturday night's main event world title match between Jey Uso and Gunther. Again, Gunther brought the best out in Jey Uso here because of the clash of styles, the clash of personalities, and this goes back to the old WWE, the basic, simple formula, the babyface versus the heel. I'm talking Hulk Hogan versus the Iron Sheik. I'm talking stuff like that. The babyface versus the heel. It's a simple formula, and WWE has brought it back here in the contrasting styles, the contrasting presentations, and the contrasting ideologies between Gunther and Jey Uso. And in this modern WWE product, where many wrestlers, many superstars seem to be very similar to each other and are clashing, it's so great to see two wrestlers who are very different having a feud, which has made me hyped for this match, even though I never thought I would be hyped for a Jey Uso match ever. Now let me just read some of this dialogue, because some of this dialogue is excellently written. So anyway, after Gunther comes out to the ring, he says, "Tell me what you're going to say, Jey. Were you going to say you're going to beat me for the world title at Saturday night?" And then Jey responds, "Yeah, I'm going to take your title and hang it up in my room." Then this was brilliant by Gunther. He just smirks. He just laughs at him like he's genuinely amused by Jey Uso, like he generally finds it funny. Gunther then says, "You really are a funny little man." So far, the writing is fantastic here. Gunther then says, I was really looking forward to getting in the ring on Saturday night's main event to square off with main event Jey Uso. Until today, when I saw you walking out here acting like a complete dork, acting like the company mascot for everybody here." He then says, "It doesn't matter to me. I could just as well get challenged by Jimmy Uso." Man, I could just as well get challenged by Jimmy Uso. Man, he's just basically referencing that history of Jey Uso being partnered with Jimmy in that tag team, which is lower card at best. Even if they're booked in the mid card, even if they were booked with Roman Reigns, they were still lower card talents. The main event Jey Uso is a different guy. Gunther then responds, "It doesn't matter much you say to me because you never follow up." Man, that line indicates the fact that, hey, Jey Uso is he's just a presentation, but he doesn't mean business. Then Gunther says, "When the bell rings, I'm going to expose you as the flash in the pan that has no business being this close to the World Heavyweight Championship." As Gunther holds out the World Heavyweight Championship in front of Jey Uso's face. Man, you're just a flash in the pan. Man, this promo did a lot, and this segment did a lot, and I give the WWE writers heck of a ton of credit for this segment about hyping up two WWE superstars, bringing out the best in both, bringing out the arrogant, uncaring, serious nature of Gunther, and bringing out the carefree but passionate attitude of Jey Uso, who cares about the fans. He cares about respect from the fans. He cares about the party lifestyle, and he cares about entertainment. But Gunther, he just cares about the sport, and he just cares about success, and he don't really give a damn what anyone thinks about him. So these two contrasting styles, these two contrasting personalities really came out, and it did it because of But first of all, because Gunther is one of the best talkers in the WWE and is an excellent performer, both in the ring and on the mic. He just may be the best guy that they have today. This is really good stuff. This was a CM Punk level promo by Gunther. The WWE writers, they did a real good job here. Jey Uso responds, "You're right. Everything that came out of your mouth is true. I am the mascot. Because this right here is my team. Because they're gonna ride with me, slide with me, and they're gonna be right here with me. And I beat you for that World Heavyweight Championship at Saturday night's main event. Man, I am the mascot because this right here is my team." Jey Uso right there, embracing the criticism, but viewing it as a strength. And then saying, you know what? Maybe your criticisms of me are true in the past, but they're not going to be true Saturday night when I beat you for the World Heavyweight Championship at Saturday night's main event. And then Gunther hits Jey Uso over the head, and then they start brawling around the ring. And then Jey Uso makes a comeback and super kicks Gunther right in the jaw, and Gunther falls right out of that ring. Then Jey Uso stands alone in that ring with Gunther's World Heavyweight title. He doesn't grab the title because he's saving that for Saturday night's main event. Gunther stands back and cautiously approaches the ring, steps up on the apron, and then grabs the title and then leaves. Man, this was a brilliant tale, like Hulk Hogan versus the Iron Sheik, between babyface and heel, and it was told beautifully in this segment. So, man, after watching that segment, after watching that promos, I have to say I'm totally hyped for this World Heavyweight Championship match for Saturday night's main event. And I never thought I would be hyped to see a match with Jey Uso, but this is what good storytelling does. This is what good character does. You bring out the best in yourself, but you also bring out your best in your opponent. And well done to the riders here. Well done to Gunther and well done to Jey Uso. This was excellent, and I will be reviewing this match on Saturday night's main event. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you want to follow up to what I'm doing here on Wrestling Review. See you later. See you Saturday night.